I do a whole lot of paying attention around here. Covering politics and the hyperpolarization that's going on right now. I tend to pay attention to what's going on. I tend to look at the left often. Most of the articles I bring to you guys are written by left-wing sources. They always leave out information, and they try to communicate things in a way to skew what they're saying. And I talk about this all the time. The mainstream narrative machine loves to twist and turn their stories to make you think it's this when it's really that. But something I've recently noticed, now that we're getting really heavy and hardcore into this border dispute, that we've got two sides. We got, Republicans and Democrats. They're arguing about the same thing, about the southern border, but they're arguing two totally different subjects. A story came out, I think it was yesterday. Another one of Mayorkas saying, I'm not responsible for this broken system that we're dealing with. And hey, I totally agree with that. He's not responsible for the broken migration system that we have. If you want to call it broken, it's not necessarily broken. It still works. However, it's heavy-handed on a few things. And the wait times right now are just insane. It's 4 or 5 years to become a citizen because the processing that takes place, all the paperwork you have to go through and all this and other stuff takes forever. So, hey, you want to call it broken, you can call it broken. But, like I was saying, they're arguing two totally different things. We've got the left and the Democrats arguing about migration and asylum and all this, while everybody on the right is like, no, it's illegal migration is the problem. We could care less about migrants. We love migrants. Come on, come all, go through the proper channels, go to a port of entry, fill out your application. We need to expand this, right? We need to get that wait time from 4 to 5 years down to months. That needs to be fixed. Mayorkas is totally correct. We need to get that down. However, the Biden administration is just slamming through people by the hundreds of thousands per month. 10,000 a day come across that southern border illegally. That's not the people that are coming through a port of entry, filling out the application to become a citizen, getting a visa, and all this other good stuff the right way. There's still hundreds of thousands of people that do this every year. We talk about the border a whole hell of a lot around here, so what's up, everybody? How the hell's your day going? Hope y'all having a pretty good day. This is Legitical Response. We cover political news. We'll keep you up to date with everything that's going on in the government, so smash that subscribe button for me. If you don't mind, it would be a big help to the channel. If you could also hit the like button for me, leave a comment, let me know what you think about this story. But let's get into it right quick, y'all, because the escalation continues on the southern border. Georgia Republican Governor Brian Kemp sets the stage to aid Texas governor's border standoff with Biden. Yeah, they love to call it a standoff, right? It kind of is. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp is poised to offer aid to Texas Governor Greg Abbott's effort to control illegal crossings on the U.S.-Mexico border. The move would come as fellow Republican Abbott pursues a showdown with the Biden administration over immigration enforcement. No, it's not over immigration enforcement. It's over allowing illegal migrants to come across that border unchecked and just letting them go anywhere the hell they want to go. This is how we get terrorists in the country. We have apprehended over 200 people on the terror watch lists at our southern border. That's not to say anything of the hundreds of thousands that have came through that didn't get caught. We may have large terror cells operating within the United States right now. We most certainly have cartel operatives operating in the United States right now. They smuggle humans, they smuggle drugs, they smuggle anything and everything that they can. And because the Biden administration has this open door policy, it's allowing record numbers of overdoses from fentanyl. Yeah, that's the Biden administration's fault. They could slow that way down and you wouldn't hear a peep out of me. Kemp has scheduled an announcement for Tuesday as Georgia's Republican-led legislature pushes through resolutions condemning President Joe Biden's border policy. Identically worked resolutions say lawmakers would back any effort by Kemp to allocate resources and assistance to the protection of the southern border. The sharply partisan resolutions are progressing in an election year not only for president, but for all of Georgia's 236 legislative seats as well. All of them, I guess. They're all up for grabs. So, yeah, Georgia has a supermajority right now, a large majority of Republican legislators, I should say. And these people obviously see the problem that's going on the southern border and they want to help. Several other states have also sent their National Guard to go help. This is a very good thing. Why? Because the federal government, the Biden administration, will not do anything. They will not lift a finger to help. And as a matter of fact, they're aiding and abetting human smuggling by removing razor wire put in place by the Texas government to stop people from swimming across the Rio Grande and coming into Texas just willy-nilly. The Rio Grande is a fast-flowing river that is very dangerous to cross. Many people drowned every year because of this. If the Biden administration would tell these people that they're not going to be allowed in, they're going to be turned away, and you put up a razor wire, finish building that damn wall, these people would not die. At least in that fashion. Of course, everybody dies. Duh, right? But it would stop, it would prevent some deaths. There was a story I covered a while back where the narrative machine was trying to blame Republicans for the deaths of 3 illegal immigrants. 2 of them were children, a woman and 2 children, drowned in the Rio Grande while the Texas National Guard had Shelby Park blocked off, right? And wouldn't allow federal agents to go rescue these people. That was the headline. And it was totally skewed way out of proportion, right? What actually happened was 45 minutes after these people actually drowned, the report came through. 15 minutes after that, the federal agents requested to go in. They said, no, you're not allowed in here, following, Governor Greg Abbott's orders, but immediately sent a team to go look for these people to rescue them. It was way too late at that point, but the mainstream narrative machine tried to make it look like the National Guard just said no. They didn't mention the part where the Texas National Guard actually went immediately to go look for these people. I love skewing this stuff around, and it pisses me off because it puts a bad name on what Governor Greg Abbott is doing to try to stop the flow of illegal migrants coming across that southern border. Because these people, like I said, bring drugs. They bring all kinds of drugs. They smuggle humans. These people have to go through cartels. I've went over this ad nauseum. But it's just so aggravating when these people get up here and they try to say that this is racist or it's a bad thing to stop people from coming into our country illegally. Like it's been stated before several times, if you do not have a border, you do not have a country. We need control of our border. We don't need a porous border that's just going to allow anybody to come through, because next thing you know, you got all kinds of drugs and all kinds of stuff just coming through that border, stuff we don't want, right? We need to keep track of these people, but it's just insane that these people are actually fighting against people trying to uphold the federal law, and federal agents are subverting our law. It's just nuts. It's mind-blowing to me, but I just wanted to get that story out there right quick. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments section. Is it a good thing that we're having this quote-unquote standoff on the southern border? Is this going to escalate to some sort of conflict that we really don't want or need right now? Of course, if it did, that would be just another thing on the list of stuff Joe Biden has completely wrecked. And I really hope it doesn't come to that. I really hope that Biden will get his mind right, which, he's brain dead at this point. The guy is declining fast. And it's apparent for everybody to see. The West Virginia Attorney General officially called on Kamala Harris to invoke the 25th Amendment against Joe Biden to remove him from office. Of course, she's not going to do that, but that puts her in a very funny predicament, right? Because we all know Joe's declining. So now you have to prop up this old man who can't remember hardly anything. He slurs the words together and you can't really understand what he's saying. And so you have to prop this guy up knowing that people are looking at you like, what are you doing here? But, you know, that's what they chose to do. That's their candidate they chose to promote. But like I said, let me know what you think about all this down in the comments section. And y'all try to have a good day and be positive. Peace.